We'll say welcome to winter. It got cold down here in Oklahoma. I know I got some guys that are up there on the East Coast, up there in Wyoming, up there in the north in the Dakotas, uh, Montana. It's gotta be cold up there right now, and it's coming by the weekend. It's
It was 18 degrees this morning.
it was cold.
It was cold this morning, 5:30.
Yep.
It's hot.
We had Hunter says, hi, Mopar guy here. Project headquarters is here, and James says in Ohio, and it was 4 today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's I got a whole all my
You
fam-
win.
yeah. You went well. I got all my family that's in mid Wisconsin, and they say it's cold, and
You know when Wisconsin native says it's cold. It's cold.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I was alive when the big ice bowl of 77, 75, the one that Buffalo got just murdered on. Yeah, and that was the first time ever power went out in Wisconsin, and we had to go use snowmobiles and sleds to go to the store.
Perfect motor build weather.
Yeah, that's true. I did mine. This weekend. It's done.
Yeah, without me.
He was working.
Carl says 17 here in New York.
Nope. You keep all that.
It's gonna get worse.
James says he's starting his this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna get unseasonably cold here in Oklahoma. Friday night is what they're saying. Friday night,
Yeah.
possibly chance of something tonight, maybe.
No, possible rain or something like that.
I just want all you guys to be safe. That's all I want. I know you guys up there up north, like me when growing up in it, you guys are used to it. You know, you guys know how to handle it. But man, down here, I'm staying home because these hillbillies down here in Oklahoma, they think they got a 4-wheel drive and they can go 100 miles per hour. And it isn't my driving I'm worried about because, like I said, I grew up in Wisconsin. I know how to drive on it or in it. They don't. They just think, hell, I'll put it in 4-low. We're good to go.
I still remember.
He says that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vividly remember every time you say that, the memory always pops in my head. We were driving home. It was you were driving. I was riding shotgun. Trish was in the back seat
By the casino.
in the Ford Escape, and we were rolling casino, and this dude come up in a Cherokee, hauling,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Here we go, let's do it." And he no more did Dad go, "You're an idiot." Did he start fishtailing in the middle of the road and then took a hard right into a field through a barbed wire fence?
Yep.
I was like, "Oh!" And he's like, "And that's why you don't speed in the snow."
Project headquarters says it's 3 below here this AM, 12 now.
Jesus, you want to talk about your chestnuts
Yeah.
hibernating for warmth?
Yeah.
See, Michael Scanlon says, hello, Uncle Buck. Oh, poor baby Buck Jr., LOL.
What?
Poor baby Buck Jr.
Poor baby Buck Jr.
Yeah, it's one of my customers, Michael Scanlon. Hi, Mike.
Negative 45 wind chill Friday morning here in Illinois.
Good Lord.
Negative 45 wind chill. Yeah. It's a monster coming in. I want everybody to be safe. I want to know that everybody's okay in here next Tuesday.
It's always the other person. I used to drive for a living.
Yeah. It's always the other guy. Well, all right. As you can see, bling, 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 bling. She's all done. She's together now. I'm still gonna prime the oil with my oil primer in the drill and get all the lifters pumped up. But this one has the package of old school lifters in it, the ones from the 80s, the ones that I've been holding on to all this time, my last set. So yeah, I'm a happy guy. But I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, I got it chopped up in videos for the next 2 months, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, I guess in March is the first test and tune at the local drag strip. And I'm trying to talk him into, they're having a swap meet here pretty soon. I'm trying to talk him into doing a hard tire class, a street tire, got to be insured, tagged, all steel, no nitrous, no turbos, and see if we can get a street class going. in my
Project
drag strip.
Headquarters says batteries are selling well today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Carl says flat top lifters.
Yeah, flat tappet lifters. The last set I had, they're actual hardened, got the little 3/16 hardened bottom to them, the whole 9 yards. The old NOS new old stock number, and I've been holding on to them for years. But it's the last set, but it's so they're in there. I ain't worried about those. Just a matter of 20 minutes of breaking it in. She's ready to go. She'll last forever.
I'm just so proud. This is his first actual reman motor.
No, it's not.
Not a hodgepodge of
the big block in the race car was completely machined.
No, but this is the first motor that I've seen or that I've been around for.
Oh, that's true too.
All
machine work. Yeah.
Machined heads.
The only thing old in it is the heads and the hardware in the heads, but new springs, new locks, retainers, recon rods, and a turn crank. Everything else, new pistons, rings, time and chain, everything. It's all new. And it's a correctly rebuilt engine, but it's still less than $1,000 because I did a bunch of trading for the hard parts to begin with. So out of pocket, I'm less than $1,000 in that build.
That, and he had a son that worked at a parts store.
That helped too.
350.
357, 40 over.
Technically.
Every little bit counts. And it's got a big thumping cam in it. It's 2.8, what did I say?
287 duration.
I should have the cam card. Yep, I got it
over there.
Got the cam card right here. I got the cam card right here. Cam card right here.
Yeah, it was like 287.
It is Summit number 1103. It's the same one that I put in.
Family.
No, the giveaway engine, but it's the at 50,000. It's 214, 224 heavier on exhaust, but advertised duration is 288, 298 with 444 lift on the intake, 466 lift on the exhaust, and it's gonna thump. It's gonna thump, and it's a 107-degree lobe separation. You betcha, big mid-range power. So yeah, she's gonna thump, not be so aggressive. So if I happen to overstress Bam Lam's current engine, I got a spare. If I got to push on a little bit to
send a rod to the block.
It was a free engine, so I mean, it's the only thing I did to it is put a carburetor on it. It was that
was that engine out of the
3/4 ton.
Yeah, the 3/4 ton.
Yeah,
they were like, oh, we don't know if it'll run, and we cherry rigged it and kind of halfway. We arced it with a screwdriver.
Blam.
Wham.
James says, I'm getting my 355 fresh machine block tomorrow.
Perfect.
McKinney says, I'm trying to work on my truck and it isn't the weather for it.
No, it's not.
And Miss Presley says, long time no see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. So you think after tomorrow you're still going to come Tuesday nights?
Yeah.
You like these?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay. You staying?
Yes, I guess. I reckon.
Man, I was just thinking, I got to do all my paperwork for my taxes. My appointment's on the 10th of February.
Yes.
Paperwork.
What kind of power can you get out of a built tall deck 427 solid lifter cam, fully forged internals?
A lot, but it's a tall deck is not designed for RPM. It's designed for the 366 and the 427 tall deck was designed for farm implements and dump trucks and stuff like that. They were designed just to be just grunt motors. I mean, it'll pull a mountain across, the ocean, but I wouldn't twist it hard. But you are not even trying hard if you got some money in it. 550, 600 foot-pounds of torque for 500 horsepower without trying, but it'll be all be low end unless you put a big cam in it, but it'll be hard for it to spin because that's a lot of, the tall deck is that extra, I think it's 1/8 of an inch, something like that. That's a lot of reciprocating mass, a lot of extra weight. And that's why big blocks don't like a lot of RPMs, especially tall decks. Now, I know you got to do that to get big, like 565, 632s. They're tall decks, but I mean, they spend a lot of money, like aluminum rods, shit like that, and Aries pistons, and shaving them down to save weight. If you're running stock stuff, yeah.
Low end will be your best friend.
Low end will be your best friend.
Kind of not there, and then
But 600 foot-pounds on an engine like that is easy to do, and that is enough to rip stuff apart from the basement.
Presley has a question.
Okay.
What's everyone's favorite and least favorite part about restoration?
Body work. It seems like that's all I do. Body work. But that's how you get them cheap. I mean.
yeah, painting.
And Roger asks, how do you like the new shop?
Don't know. He hadn't been in it yet.
I haven't done a lot of work in it. Yeah, it's been cold and been trying to get all this done and tidy up stuff. And I'm trying to make a deal for a lift. I've been sending emails out and stuff trying to make a deal, but it's like after Christmas, everybody shut up and shut down. I mean, I'm like not getting no response for even when I send emails. Just like, how much is it?
Let's see. Exit says, what's up, Uncle Buck? Can't ask much questions tonight. Got to drive an hour ahead of me. I'll be listening.
Cool.
Mike Clark says, howdy from Uncle Mike.
Howdy, Uncle Mike.
What up, Uncle Mike?
And Roger
you ready
says,
for SEMA this year? Who else said what?
Roger says, I watch because you are very knowledgeable. It's like watching my pops in the garage list him 2 years, lost him 2 years ago.
Sorry
he
to hear
liked
that.
your channel.
I'm glad to be helpful.
And James says, mine will be a 350 stock crank rods with flat top, 2 valves, relief pistons, 470, 270 duration, 110 lobe separation, stock ported Vortec heads, dual panel plain Summit intake with a 750 double pumper.
That's a good combo. That's going to be 400 horsepower.
Wildfire lifts. Wildfire lifts may sponsor you. They have sponsored other channels.
They kind of blew me off. I mean, I've been reaching out to a bunch of them. I mean, the best case scenario would be Benpack, but I mean, Titan, Halo, Wildfire basically just told me they weren't interested in any kind of deal, that they haven't had much luck, that they haven't sold anything doing that kind of a sponsorship for parts. But I'm still working.
Mike says, let's talk about some basic SBC intakes that don't cost $300. Dual plane for a mostly stock motor.
Go Speedway or Summit or Jegs. They all have their own brand, and they're like $200. 180s. And they're basically just the same knockoffs of Edelbrock's, I mean, they got the same flows and everything. Yeah. I wouldn't buy anything Chinese. I wouldn't buy Temu.
Carl says, can't believe you said about Lift gave Munaway after 25 years just needs just needed gone mohawk.
Read it one more time, please.
Can't believe you said about Lyft gave Mune away after 25 years. Just needed gone mohawk.
Oh, he just gave his lift away.
Oh.
Can't believe you didn't say anything. He's got a lift he's been trying to get rid of. He just gave it away.
Oh. Well, I've been talking about a lift on here for months.
Well,
I appreciate the thought, though.
James says 400 is what I'm shooting for. It's for my daily C1500.
Yeah, with the Vortex, the whole setup you just said, with Vortex heads, 400 is easy. You'll hit 400. It'll be a lot of fun to drive. Oh, my allergies are just driving me nuts today.
Have you ever done a electricity with a laundry, soap, battery, charger for rust removal? It's pretty easy. Process 55-gallon barrels works best.
No, I haven't tried one of those yet. I mean, the new ultrasonic cleaner, if it was just a hair bigger, it'd be, you could put a drop, big stuff in it. But electrolysis, I think, is what he's talking about. Yeah. And nope, I've never messed with it. I mean, I've seen some really cool videos about it. It's funny how when you have to take that piece of metal inside of it as what do they call that? It sacrifices itself. Yeah.
Let's see here. Works great for blocks and heads. Carl says, sorry, brother.
Not a problem. Appreciate you.
James, 5-speed manual 2. It's my weak point.
5-speed. Well, are you talking about like the aluminum ones from the OBSs?
Yeah, he said C1500, so
Yeah.
he's talking about that.
The top loader,
the
5-speed.
4500s.
Yeah.
Which
you loved.
I love my 5-speed. The MB 4500s they're easy to rebuild. They're stupid simple. All manual transmissions.
Well, if you've never been in one.
Yeah, well, I never built one.
Oh.
And I had a buddy who I served with in the Navy. He was from Texas, San Antonio, and he was a big car guy. And one day I had my clutch go out in my 94 or my 92.
The blue one?
The green one.
Oh, the green one.
The one I had before the 94. But he came over and he was like, he asked for a ride, and I drove him, and he was like, man, your gears sound like they're about to go out. And I was like, really? Does it floats them just fine? And he's like, yeah, let's.
A 20-year-old driving a standard loved it. Yeah.
I want another standard. That's why I'm like contemplating on getting like when we do the LS rebuild.
Just get a different truck. Just to swap it over is a pain in the ass.
Well, okay, but I like my red truck.
I know. Keep the red truck, but get another truck just for fun.
I can't find any short wide OBSs with a 5-speed.
Well, hey, mini slip took a cup in the lip. We'll find something.
Brad says, I have a 2-post 10,000 in Eastern Washington. You could probably have. Want a road trip?
No, I don't. And I don't want 2 posts. I want a 4-post. I've seen too many videos, and it scares me. And plus, my slab is only 4 inches thick, and so I would have to cut holes. And
scared.
I'm scared. I'm gonna go 4-post.
His son lives.
I appreciate the thought, though, but no, a road trip from Oklahoma to Washington State, either Washington State or Washington D.C. Either way, no, I am not. Let me get on the plane and be there in an hour and a half. I am not a 24, 28 hour one-way driver.
You can pay to get a shipped.
Do you have any experience with the cheap HEI distributors on Amazon?
Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan. I still, whenever I rebuild one, I get AC Delco parts. I buy AC Delco parts off Amazon. You can buy an AC Delco, but the cheap Chinese knockoffs off Amazon, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan.
Let's see here.
I wouldn't recommend it.
And James says yes, OBS.
Yeah.
Yep.
MB 4500. Yep.
Southern Georgia says Chevy 350 fuel pump was not open inside the return line when I buy that pump for the auto parts store. Bill looked out for that parts.
Which, if that does happen, most of your auto parts store will honor their part and they'll swap you out with brand new.
Yep. Because we've all been through that. Open the box and it not be good, brand new.
Yeah. Which, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but new actually is an acronym. It stands for never ever works.
Brad says Oklahoma to Washington, the gas is more expensive than the lift.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, here in Oklahoma, it's not.
Yeah.
But once you get out of Oklahoma, get towards the West Coast, yeah, that's when the price starts. You get bypass California, go up and over instead of across and up.
James says I put a 11-inch clutch in it about 2K miles ago.
Yep.
I miss that truck. I miss that 92.
Well, it was good driving it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
It still had it was an ugly, like dirty green, but it had that 5-speed in it, and
he was in love.
I beat the piss out of it.
Yeah.
Taylor says, "Good evening. I'm going to run this setup zero deck 355 SBC 9.1 flat top pistons 993 heads 3 angle valve job 1.94 intake 1.50 exhaust comp cam 254H EI and an action plus 4.11 rear and 650 CFM quadrojet."
Oh, you lost me the car.
Yeah, you lost me with the quadrojet. It was all there, and then you said quadrojet. And we both just said, a lot better ways to spend money.
Now, I have heard, I haven't checked it out, but I have heard that there is actually somebody out there that's got a warehouse full of NOS new old stocks in the box quadrojets, 650s and 800s that are brand new, never been run from the factory, still with the factory tag on them that never got used. And apparently there's a warehouse out there. You might look and check it out. I mean, I'm not a quadrojet fan, but I mean, if the guys are out there, if you guys got them, get online, do some digging, because I've seen 2 different videos about guys talking about, I mean, they come out of the genuine GM box, and they're brand new, never been run. I mean, they're brand new. Well, I mean, they're 50 years old, but they're,
Never
new out of the box. Intake. Still all the tags on them. Yeah, that would be, for a quadrojet fan, that would be like the holy grail right there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just don't like how inefficient they are.
South Georgia says my truck's running a 750 CFM quadrojet. Mike Clark says I know someone that has a bunch of them. And he also, Mike says he also has a bunch of thermoquads.
Another one. You lost. You had me, then you lost.
Well, it's because Uncle Michael is a Mopar fan and freak. Mopar, I mean.
Mopar, no car.
Yeah, but.
Carl says, wow, for real, I need this.
Yeah, it's look it up on it online, and because apparently they're out there. Apparently they're gettable.
Well, I want to share a story today on the nobody's perfect line. So, as you guys know, I have somehow become the engine guy, and I do a lot of engine swaps at work.
But that's all he does at work.
That's pretty much all I do. But today, I swapped out a Kia Soul motor in one day. I was pretty impressed with myself. I did it in about 6 hours.
That kind of is impressive.
That's dropping it all the way out, transferring everything over, putting the new motor on, throwing it back in the car, starting it.
Yeah.
Right?
In a day.
In a day. In 6 hours. It's pretty impressive right there.
Until
I went to go start it. And it backfired so hard that it shook the whole car, and I went, "What in the?"
Made this guy come up, kind of like,
So
what the hell was that?
My shop. So I'm in the car, and my back. So it kind of put in perspective. Like my lift's here, straight across the way is my shop foreman, and we talk all the time to each other. Like we're
They're talking trash.
No. We don't talk trash. We're really like we get along really well. So I'm in this car and hit the key on it, and I hear boom, and he just like I like look up in the mirror, and he's sitting at his computer in his chair, and he just kind of leans over and looks, and he like stops what he's doing, and he gets up and he walks over and he goes, "What was that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "You want to go take a look?" And I'm like, "I'm kind of scared to." And so he got out, and everything was there, nothing was broken. And I was like, "Okay, so it was just a backfire." "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Well, here, let me hit the key again." And I said, "Okay." And he just boom, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" This is a brand new motor from Kia. Like, no, normally, like, sometimes you get, like, reman motors, but this is a brand new motor. And I'm like, they just sent me a motor that's out of time.
Now tell them what you did.
So Brian comes over, and he looks at the engine, and at the very top on the 4-cylinder, you got the coils. And he's looking at it, and he goes, "I don't think those are wired right." And I was like, "What? Nuh-uh. I've done enough of these. I know what I'm talking about." And he goes, "I don't think those are right." And he's like, there's another 2.0 in the back. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at the wiring harness on it.
And
we walked back there, and I was so bass backwards, it wasn't even funny. I had cylinder 1 wire on cylinder 3. Cylinder 3 wire.
he had
on
it
2.
wrong.
All
of them were wrong.
So I fixed the wire, hit the key on it, heard like a kid, and I was like,
So it happens to the best of us.
So
Mike out fishing says, Uncle Buck, I'm doing a carb swap on a 93 F-150 short wide with a stock 5.0 on budget, going with the GT4 OP heads, dual plane with a Holly 600 and a 3.55 gears, trick flow stage 1 cam advice.
No, that sounds like for 355 with a trick flow cam.
Assembly lube and 20-minute startup.
Yeah, it's flat tapping. Yeah.
Soak your.
Are you going? Yeah, it's got to be flat tapping. I don't think.
93 never came out with a hot. Well, unless you do.
I don't think trick flow came out with roller cams yet.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. They come out with roller cams.
All I know is I've had the heaters running in here for 2 hours. It's cold as shit in here.
Yeah.
Hey, language.
Oh, okay. Cold as heck.
South Georgia says you guys still working on a square body truck setup. Live watch work on truck.
I've got 3 things I got to do to it to get to the drag strip. I got to get a front end alignment and tighten up the make sure everything's tightened up on the suspension we redid. I got to get a set of seat belts, and I've got to get the hood latch, which is in the box over there. The hood latch and the new cable installed on it so it'll lock the hood down, and clean the back of the bed out. And she's ready to go to the drag races.
See, excuse you. James says problem is it was a Kia. And
I remember when they first come out, the Kia killed in action. Yeah, that was like, I actually had a guy that I worked with, another Uncle Dave, that his wife, he bought a Kia when they first come out, and it actually hit the lemon laws. It busted the lemon laws, and she got a new car out of it because it was in the shop for 6 months, brand new. Get it out, something else go wrong. Take it back in the shop, and it was in the shop so long it qualified for the lemon law when it first hit the market in the 90s.
Mike says it's a roller cam.
Oh, it is roll cam. Okay. Well, you ain't got to worry about the 20 minutes. You just start it up. But I would suggest first 3 minutes, no water. Let everything warm up, and then let it cool all the way down to cold, and then add water to it. Then run it. It lets everything seal up and lets everything expand and contract. And then check your header bolts, check your intake bolts. Rerun your torque on your heads, the whole 9 yards. But run it 3 minutes without water. What?
Mom back there.
She's bundled up.
Oh my God, it's so cold.
Wait till you're in your late 50s, and then we'll talk.
Bro, I've got so much insulation on me.
Yeah, just wait till you're in your late 50s, and we'll talk.
Yeah, James says Chevy or Ford for me. Nothing else counts.
Okay, I'm not saying that. Okay, so one, the only reason why I'm a Kia tech is because I'm a veteran. They have a veteran program. So I got free training, free certs. I got paid to go to school.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
It was a killer deal.
And half the guys who work there are veterans.
So I loved it. One, they're easy to work on. Now, I think of what I work on a daily basis. It's kind of like when you work fast food. You never work somewhere you love, because then you'll end up hating it. If I worked at a Chevy dealership, I bet I'd never own another car. Or if I had a Ford, same thing.
So you're saying, since you work at Kia, you'll never not like Chevys or
Yeah, I'll never not like Chevys, Dodges, Fords, like the big three.
Yeah.
But if I worked at a big three, I would hate one of them.
Yeah. So James says nothing wrong with that. Plenty of work to go around.
Yeah.
LOL.
Well, actually, it's all fun and games, but I got to put an LS motor in a Chevy at work, so.
Yeah. And then.
I'm just a Kia guy.
And Michael says, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, once you get certified, there's not a whole lot of non-Kia stuff you don't work on because you're the only one certified to do it.
Yeah.
James says yes. LS is junk.
I don't like them.
Well, listen. Okay, let me tell you.
I own one, but I don't like them.
Listen, let me tell you the backstory on this truck. So it's a 2019. The motor has 12,000 hours on it. And the customer complaint is it makes a weird tick when the oil pressure drops to 0.
Well, yeah. I mean, that one would make a weird tick if the oil pressure went to 0.
Which, at first, all the work order said was motor makes weird tick. Cool. Drove it around. Oil pressure's good. Coolant's good. Fuel's good. Stop making a tick. Whatever. Customer comes back and he's like, I can duplicate it. He's like, we got to drive around a minute, though. We got to get it warmed up. And I was like, all right, let's go. So we start driving around, talking. It's like talking about weird things. Like he was big into computers and stuff. And all of a sudden you hear it and it was just tick, 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 tick. I was like, oh, there it is. And I was like, cool. And I lean over to look at the gauges to see what the issue might be. And I just see the oil pressure gauge go from 30 to 60 PSI to 0. And I was like, that's a problem.
Yes, new LS is junk. New LS. Gen 1 and 2 are good.
That's Gen 1.
South says in custom deluxe mean a work truck.
No, custom deluxe is actually from the factory. If you're talking about a square body and stuff, that was like a higher end.
Yeah,
that was optioned out. Leather seats and things like that.
Yep.
Additions on the dash, things like that. Yeah, custom deluxe was like a really nice truck when it came off the showroom floor.
Yep. I'm still trying to talk him into putting like a Dakota Digital gauge cluster in that square body. That would look mint. I'll wire it up. I don't care. That would look mint.
Carl says GM or Chevy for me. 5 GM pickups, 1 GMC pickup, all with plows. James says VVT and DOD ruined the LS.
Yeah.
Um,
So, in which they now they come out with DOD delete kits, which is basically swapping out the cam and the lifters and
yeah, for that
doing
variable
an
timing
ECM
stuff. Yeah.
flash and tune all that. And that's kind of why I wanted, because around here nobody does tunes. Nobody does.
Well, no,
DOD
California
deletes.
Customs does.
Well,
That-
yeah,
better by you.
yeah, but you got to go spend an arm and a leg with them.
Well,
because
because they're the only ones.
They're the only ones to do it. That's why I want to kind of get my hands on a tuner and learn how to tune stuff so I can do that kind of work.
Well, that's a lot. Laptop and all that kind of stuff.
It's like I use that, baby.
Yeah, Mike says, should you go slightly higher or on a stall converter or match the starting RPM range of the cam?
Yeah.
What are you going to use the vehicle for?
Yeah.
If you're daily driving, stick with the stock one because a little bit more duration will actually make it flash a little bit more off stock. But if it's a daily driver, I'll tell you if it's got a shift kit in the transmission, a stall converter will make that shift kit lazy as hell. It'll soften it right up. It'll be like it's not even in the transmission. If you're going to daily drive it, don't change the torque converter up. If you're going to take it to strip, yeah, then you need 3,000, 3,500 if you're going to flash it, in your RPM range, But for day, you will not like a 3,000 RPM stall in a daily driver. It is not fun to drive at all because it'll be coming in off that,
It's like driving a standard in an automatic.
It's not fun.
Uh,
Yeah, because it's coming on and off the torque converter.
Yeah.
While you're idling, under 3,000 RPMs, you're not flashing it. So you're just kind of like coasting down the hill, and then it hits, and then you're popping, and yeah, it's not fun. Been there, done that.
James says, I'm old school, but I'm still young. Screw the computer controlled engines.
He hates them. That was what I learned. That was the number one thing I learned.
I don't hate them. I just prefer this.
I know, because this is simple.
I like my 09.
Yeah, work on it.
No,
Okay.
I can change batteries and belts and hoses and things like that, but no, I don't.
No,
I have no desire to pop that.
Okay, so I think I thought about this the other day, and I think I know how to explain it to you to where you'll understand why I love LSs. Do you remember tuning your first car?
Yeah.
You remember the feeling of success tuning that first car?
Oh yeah, tuning and building. That's the whole point. Yeah.
Right? That's me on LSs. Learning how to diagnose and how to fix something so complex that I can narrow it down to one little piece. That's why I love it.
With a scan tool.
No, not always. Okay, I use a scan tool and a CAN bus code comes up. Communication code. What are you going to do now?
I'm not going to do anything.
Exactly.
On that note, Michael says, can't wait for you to start on the Mustang build.
It will come.
Yep, I got a new Arc Captain plasma cutter sitting over there in the box that they say you can use it to burn off rust and not cut through the metal. We'll see if that's true.
Okay. And
Made in China.
let's see here.
Oh, yeah. China.
Watched your videos for a while now. Planning to rebuild my 1976 C15 350. Or he says 95. James says, despite computer stuff, I work on them all day. I like it simple.
Yeah, I like it simple. I mean, like I said, home tools, and did this whole engine home tools except for a torque wrench.
Oh. Home tools.
South Georgia says, I'm sorry I missed what you said. is the custom deluxe mean a work truck?
No.
Opposite.
Custom Deluxe was a nice truck optioned out off the showroom floor, when it came out. Custom Deluxe they had special trim, stainless stuff on the body. They were really nice trucks when they came off when they were brand new. Custom Deluxe was a nice truck, not a work truck, not like something the highway department would drive. They were pretty, and they were two-tone paint most of the time. Yeah.
James says Custom Deluxe was like a Cadillac.
Yeah, they were nice.
I knew a guy that put an air ride on a Custom Deluxe.
Pacer says, thinking about a line lock for better burnouts seems like it would be fun at least.
Well, a lot of fun. Yeah, they were a lot of fun. Yeah. I mean, just I knew guys, bracket racers that would cheat. They put them up underneath the dash and they put the line lock button right by the bar of the brake pedal, so that whenever they were on the brakes, it was on line lock. They weren't. It didn't actually show. It was this shit like that, you know. I had a buddy buy an old bracket car one time, and he found 16 or 17 cheats on it. Yeah. I mean, just little things like that. Yeah, just stuff like that, you know.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
James says, poor man line lock is block off rear brakes.
Yeah.
It's called a brake. It's called
until you have to like stop suddenly. Yeah.
It's called a nail in the master cylinder on the rear brake fork.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Down on my 79.
See, DR says my 1975 is a Sierra Classic Gentleman Jim.
Yeah, that coming off the showroom, coming off the lot, brand new. That was a nice truck. I mean, it had. I'm gonna guess it has inserts in the seat. You know, little metal chrome inserts and all kinds of special things. The Gentleman Jim was a nice truck back in the day. Was not a work truck. It was a nice truck.
South Georgia says I was told it was a work truck. Why? I ask you.
Well, I'm sure somebody might have been dumb enough nowadays to use it as a work truck, but when it first came out, that was a top of the line nice truck. But that's the thing about the 73s or like the 68s all the way up into the 80s. They were nice, but they were still just monstrously tough. You know, they could haul for days, and you know, you could, but then after 80, you know, they shaved about 300 pounds off of them and started making things more of a daily driver and more of a family truckster than actual work truck. But I mean, the 68s through 80s, they're I hate to say it, you know, they're built like Ford tough. I mean, that's a
disgrace.
I know. I mean, they're tough.
You on that one? How dare you? Thank God Chris isn't watching this.
Oh my God, my son-in-law is a Ford guy. He's a great man, and he's good provider, and you know, he's an electrician all night. But he's a Ford guy all the way, and he loves to bust my chops. I think he does it on purpose, just for fun. I don't mind it, really. I mean, me and him have great conversations, but I mean, I think he does it just to bust my chops a little bit.
He tries to get my sons to Ford.
Oh yeah, he tries to get the grandbabies to talk. Yes, start saying colorful Ford stuff.
I'll smack you.
Mike says EFI makes me want to puke. Reminds me of a man with a soft handshake. LOL.
Stop driving your daily drivers.
Yeah.
EFI is the soy boy of first gen engines. Yeah.
Then stop driving your 09. And
that's that's different. That truck was ordered as a work truck. It was a 5.3 overdrive, a 60 transmission, 373 rear end, rubber floor mats, hand window cranks, nothing special. I walked out on it brand new for $18,000. Okay. And I didn't think it was a real number until a salesman said, yeah. 3 years later, I couldn't go back and buy that truck again because Chevrolet had figured out how to gouge everybody.
Electric fuel injection.
From the factory. This is
EFI. Give up. If you hate it so much, then give up that 09. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my God, you too.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm just saying, don't drop a deuce on something you use every day. you're not gonna win. Oh, yeah,
we have dogs.
Good.
I have hares. Yes.
let's see. Mike says I'm sitting here watching Moonshiners on TV.
Moonshiners, yeah.
Yeah. James says bought that TBI garbage.
Yeah,
Throttle body,
yeah.
throttle body.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. TBI is the worst form of fuel delivery known to man.
Yeah, everybody kind of thought they were in tall cotton when they first came out with those and OBSs, but yeah, it's junk.
They're junk.
Taylor says on the custom deluxe topic, what's your preferred two-tone colors?
Brown and tan.
Anything gloss and semi-flat black.
But I had a buddy in high school. He had an 86, and it was the maroon. It was the dark maroon bottom and top with black inside, and it had the 8-inch rather wheels on it, and it was beautiful. That was a nice paint job. That was a good color combo. But when it comes to like the 73 to like the 80, the tan and brown.
Yeah.
The brown on the brown top and bottom and tan in the center.
I just my go-to combos are like say like a killer gloss like a Victory Red or Hooker Orange or something like that, but like the accents like the bumper, the rims, the trim, and all that satin like a flat black so that gloss pops more. Oof.
South Georgia says was it at 84 Chevy is the custom deluxe 4x4. It's base model without AC.
See, I want to find some. I'm having a hard. I mean, I'm not really looking for. I need a cab for the frame that I have, but I haven't found a non-AC car around this part of the world ever. I mean, everything has an AC box on it. Nothing has a just a heater
never
box.
Found a compressor or a condenser or anything like that.
Well, on that 3/4 ton that motor came out of.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I mean,
it was untouched. It had everything on it. But
no. I remember that truck, but I'm talking about that was the first truck that we did that you'd ever pulled in here that I saw that came with a compressor.
yeah. But he's talking about the AC Delete is the one that has heater only.
Yeah, I know.
Like your 79.
Yeah, I know.
The GMC.
Yeah, I know.
Well, his from the high school truck. It didn't have it was a factory non-AC truck.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
It was a K10.
Yeah, it was 78. 78? 79. 79, yeah. Yep. That was a good find.
Yeah,
$400?
$470.
Yeah, and reached in and just touched the key and it fired off and purred like a kitten. And we're like, okay, we'll take it.
I laid $470 on the hood. He scooped it up and we drove it home.
Yep. Well, no, we didn't drive it home. We hauled it home.
Cool.
And it was so big that my tongue of my trailer was like this. And we were like, we couldn't go faster than 45 miles per hour. We were just
dancing
dancing the whole way. Yeah.
75 K10, 350, 350.
Had this big, huge, bar bumper on it. Couldn't.
He used it for.
I barely got it on the trailer.
He used it for hauling his camper
and fishing. Yeah.
And hunting trips.
Yes. Yeah. But it was. Yeah.
6 different colors, and it was mine.
So James says that was my first upgrade was the carb swap and the Vortec heads. Also, he says my Shane crank windows.
Yep.
Mike says Mike's out fishing says, do you think there's a future for mechanics with everything getting too complicated to work on?
Not as long as you read a computer or a scan tool.
So it depends on. It's just like any other skill. Do you want to apply yourself and learn, or do you want to stay stuck in your ways and not advance with the times? You know, are you able to swallow that humble pie?
I love humble pie.
You know, there's a guy I work with, love him to death. He's a great guy. His name's Ed. He's an awesome guy. Help you any way he can, but that man hates anything not motors. Hates it. Doing electrical work, hates it. Doing suspension work, hates it. Like he is. He's been in the industry 40 plus years.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
He's like
he's seen the good times.
Yeah, he's seen the good times. He's seen the bad times. He's been in the industry 40 years, and he's like, after 40 years, he's like, I don't do it. So, I mean, once you get to that point, you know, you are stuck in your ways.
There you go. I'm that guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, which is kind of the fun part of being a young head with older guys in the shop is we can still have those conversations of, well, you're good at this. Can you help me out? And, hey, you're good with the new stuff. Can you help me out? And we learn off of each other.
Well, I mean, you also spent all the summers in this shop.
But again,
yeah.
This is what we were working on.
Yeah, old school. Yeah, you have experience basically with both.
Yeah. So I mean,
which makes you rare.
Yeah.
Okay. Exit says, "Okay, Uncle, hear me out. Stroke 305/339 with factory TBI fuel injection, Summit 1103 cam, Vortec heads, and tunnel programmed pro chip to run the sensors. 1995 K1500.
Yeah, well, yes, that's good setup. You said 1103 cam. 1103 cam. Right here. It's gonna thump. It thumps.
Get rid of that TBI though.
Well, I mean,
put your 750 dump bumper on there.
No, I don't think he wants to do that. I think he doesn't want to. Yeah, it's not the best setup, but if it's what you got and what's working for you, it's all a matter of what you like and what works. I like first gen. He likes,
first gen
LSs. I mean, it's just of what you have. Do you enjoy it? Do you like driving it? Is it fun to drive? Does it treat you good? Is it good? I mean, is it where you're maintenance on it all the time, or you turn key and you're off and running? You have a good time with it. That's all that matters. I mean, it doesn't matter if you run rice choppers, you run rock crawlers, four-wheel drives, drag strip, diesels. As long as you enjoy it, that's really all that matters.
Let's see here. James says, got to be able to retain electronics, Mike.
Yeah. Well, okay, so, and to be fair, too, electronics are kind of like old motors. Once you've dealt with it once, it never changes. Like, continuity and amps and voltage and resistance and all, that's been the same for the last 80 years. It's just getting your hands in there and doing it.
Yeah, like he did the whole wiring harness for Bamalam sitting on a bench over here. Wasn't even in truck, and everything works perfectly. I mean, he just checked every wire with a tool that I'd got sent to me to test out, and it works flawlessly. Sitting on a bench, just checking everything out, just plug and play. Took him what, 3 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Fixed a whole bunch of some broken wires and some connections and things like that. And
I found some rat damage.
Yeah.
James says, I'm a mix of both. I understand electronics, but I despise it too.
I can see where that comes in, just because there's a lot of fail points, especially in newer cars. There's so many failure points that could be. It's just like the wiring harness that I built.
Yeah.
Right. There's one failure point from the back of the fuse box out. That's the only fail point. like connecting. And then obviously you have your other connections, but in newer cars, it's like you have back side of the fuse block. You have another connection over here. You have another connection over here. Then you get to the component.
And you have miles of wire.
And you do that 150, 200 times, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. It gets annoying, but where I don't see it as I hate it. I see it as a challenge. And I love working on cars. I've always loved being a mechanic.
Yeah, he's one of the few ones that'll work all day long and come in the garage and say, "What we got going on? Let's do something."
Yeah.
And no, there's days when he's had a long day where he hits the recliner and he's done. But there's been many days where he's like, "All right, what are we doing? I'm ready. Let's work on something."
Lonnie,
it's in his blood.
Lonnie says, "I have an '87 with a 454 TBI.
Nice.
What would be a good carb swap for it?"
750 vacuum secondary. If you're driving on the street,
Yes.
run the vacuum secondary. If you're driving on the street, it will pull what it needs.
Or brawler.
But still vacuum secondary.
brawlers and vacuum secondaries.
You'll like it better on the street day-to-day driving it.
Pacer says, "Every LS I see on the track have Dominators or 4150s on them for the same reason."
See, that's where the class I'm trying to get set up for my local drag strip is no LS swaps. If it didn't come with LS, they don't get to have one.
Yeah, and then you got guys that'll probably bring out a Camaro or something and have a first gen LS or a third gen LS.
Well, they get to do something else because they ain't gonna run the class.
You mean came stock with?
Oh well,
Yeah.
no, third gens sure didn't have LSs in them. They had
The
fourth gens had LSs in them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
that's fine. They gotta be naturally aspirated.
Yeah.
Feel
Exit says, "LOL, sorry brother, keeping the TBI. It's easy, solid, reliable FI system."
Now, do you have the base polished out and everything worked on it?
And Michael says, "So did you get in trouble for using the oven for your parts, LOL?"
No. Nope. Didn't.
Not yet.
Nope.
See, I wanted to see the chicken.
The
walk
cookies taste a little off, but it's okay.
I was wanting to see the chicken walk from the kitchen to out here. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to use a towel and a glove. I got the damn thing so hot, but it worked. Yep. It just that base, the oil pump base plate and the pickup tube slided. I had to give it about that much tap in because it finally, by the time I got it kind of in there, it kind of started cooling off and swelling up. So I had to give it a couple of taps, but I mean, it was like, it worked. It was like a thing. And that little gun is cool. I have a thermal camera gun and that somebody sent me, and it really works cool. You just point at it and it'll tell you how hot it is.
Those are really good for diagnosing misfires.
Yeah, because you can just point at each hole and see which one's on fire.
All the exhaust pipes, whichever one's cold, that's your misfire.
Let's see
Another
here.
Non-technology tech tip for diagnosing a misfire: if you take a piece of paper, like a scratch pad piece of paper, and you think you have a misfire, take that piece of paper and go to the tailpipe and hold it over. The paper should flow pretty evenly, shouldn't bounce or anything. But if it bounces, you have a misfire.
Oh, see, he paid attention.
James says, "I've been a mechanic forever, too. I love it and will never quit."
Once it's in your blood.
Taylor says, "Square body interior preferences."
Bench seat. A nice recover from the one that I did in Bam Lambs from LMC. And it was, I actually kind of messed up. I used a frame from a 73 to 80, and I bought an 84 cover, and they're just a little bit different. But I like the way the pattern was on the 84, and the color was just right. And but it could be a pain in the ass. But I mean, just a bench seat. I'm good. Yep.
I'm gonna say I can't see putting anything else but a bench seat in the
Well, some of the higher end trucks back in the day, they came with seats and like a center console, like a Blazer.
Yeah.
You know, and they were the high end. The GMC, they made some GMCs that were terrific. I mean, they were beautiful trucks. But there was a trainer when Dad was a trainer at the racetrack, and he had bought one, and I got to ride in it one day. His name was Riesel Payton, and I don't know why I remember his name, but I think it's because of the truck. And that truck was beautiful. I mean, it was the brown and tan with the 8-inch wheels, you know, and all the rallies and the whole 9 yards. But it had those low back. It was a brown leather interior, dark brown with the center console. That was a cooler. It had a drain plug to drain the ice out of it. It was an actual cooler, and all kinds of badges, you know. And it was a beautiful truck, and it had all the A pillar and B pillar covers and all the plastics, and yeah, it was sliding black glass. Yeah, it was a nice truck.
James says, I'm a generation specific guy too. If it came with it, that's cool, but quit putting an LS in old stuff. Exit says, I'm working plenty of carb, TBI, CPI, MPFI setup. Easy, reliable of the TBI is what I like in a daily driver.
MPFI is multi-port fuel injection. Just so you know, old head.
I do watch it. Oh my God. You know, that's a father-son thing right there. Yeah. Just twist the knife, yeah.
Off-road says, bench seat a must for the dog.
Yeah, once we get that up and running, you guys are going to meet the dogs. And probably the grand boys and the whole schmear. Yeah.
Drag says, my gentleman Jim came with a bucket seats and a center console.
Yeah. There was some optioned out trucks back in the day. There really was.
Mike's Out Fishing grandpa was a good mechanic. He always drove AMCs.
Wow, AMCs.
Yeah.
He had to have a junkyard because he needed a Ford piece from here and a Chrysler piece from there, and
it's like them international,
like 390s FE motors in AMCs, you know, and Ford motors. I mean, little piece here, a little piece there.
South Georgia says Amazon does not sell AC Delco, only Carter fuel pump.
Well, it made a fuel pump, but like for distributor stuff, they do sell AC Delco. You just got to go and search through AC Delco. You can get anything to rebuild your distributor completely out. There's a lot of AC Delco parts now. I can't guarantee the fuel pumps, but that might be like an old dealer, old stock somewhere. But I mean,
I will say this too. What I've seen through working in the parts business for a little bit and kind of hearing what everybody's talking about, the precision fuel pumps are like the old school style, like for 350s and stuff. The precision fuel pumps, they're not too expensive. I think they're like $40 over the counter, and most parts stores keep them in stock. Those are just as good as AC Delcos. But the Master Pros got their hands in way too much stuff. Precision is suspension and fuel delivery. That's all they do.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to go a little bit cheaper route, I think you can get, like I said, it's been a minute, but I think you can get a precision fuel pump for like a small block or a big block for like $40. And you can either get a 2-port or a 3-port.
Yeah, because that's precision up there on the shelf, isn't it?
That's that.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it, an AMC Javelin is a freaking cool car.
It is. They are.
Carl says, I got an 88 GMC 350 or 3500 pickup, single wheel, 4-wheel drive, 400 trans, brand new from for sale, cheap.
How cheap?
I don't need another project.
I don't have one. So.
Not right now.
Dre says, should I keep in a 341 gear with the TH350 or switch to a 373 gear?
373.
If you don't have overdrive, no. I had 81 model Camaro with 373 posi in the back of it, and it was 3,200 RPMs going down the highway at 60 miles per hour. It was not fun to drive on the highway. Fun to drive street light, stoplight. Yeah, 373 does great. But if you're going to do a daily drive and if you're doing highway miles, stay with 355. Don't go 373s because that's just way too steep for running down the highway going to work in.
You said he had a 400.
Turbo 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 3-speed, not overdrive. 700 R4 is overdrive.
Oh.
Off-road says, gave up my mechanical fuel pump. Too much inconsistency. Went for a Holly Blue Electric.
Yeah, that's what I ran on the race car, Holly Blue Electric. 6 seasons.
Yep.
Bought it new. Yeah. It's at that time?
Yes.
What time is it? She's freezing to death. I'm kind of cold too. Last questions. Last question. Speed round.
I remember this guy. Speaking of electric fuel pumps, I remember this guy we were talking one time, and he couldn't keep his fuel pump working. He bought like 6 or 7 of them.
Burn them up.
He just burned them up.
James says, what would be the best for my 93 gear wise?
93. How are you going to use it? Are you going on highway miles? Or are you going to, 95 is going to have overdrive or a 5-speed in it.
So it'll have a precursor or a 4L60. Oh no, that's the
700 R4.
No, that's the NV 4500. It's 5-speed.
Oh, the 5-speed. Okay, then you got overdrive. Then if you got the overdrive on it, you can do 373s.
Yeah, you can do the 373.
And it'll rip. It's because you have that 5th gear overdrive, for 70%.
Just don't dump the clutch.
Off-road says beer time, and James says all the above 5-speed.
Yep.
Let's see. Pacer says pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I'm sorry. I've had it. It's kind of nice for a change or what's well.
Nice.
But 99 times out of 100, it's going to be hamburger and mushroom.
Carl says, gotta go. God bless you all.
That's a good question. What you like on your pizza? That's a good question.
Exit says 3.4 gears for OD trans for a daily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
And Michael Scanlon says, Uncle Buck, admit it, you're an old dog, and Kenny is the young dog. LOL.
Yeah. I'm the toothless old dog, and he's the one nipping on my heels. Yep.
And Off-Road says, no. I guess on the pizza part.
Yeah, it does not belong.
Well, let me put it this way. After 33 years, she likes hamburger and mushroom, which means I get to eat hamburger and mushroom on my pizza, okay?
Until you bitch enough, and then we get what you want.
Once in a great while.
We'll just say it like this.
You should have seen the look on her face when I came. Yeah. Should have seen the look on her face when I come home a couple weeks ago with a supreme pizza.
It's freaking nasty.
She was pissed.
She was pissed. She was disappointed.
Yeah.
What's the old phrase you used to tell me?
Just pick it off.
What's the old phrase you used to tell me growing up? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yep.
Did I ever say that?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
I'll be here more often. Good times.
What?
Jim says, I'll be here more often. Good times. Have a great night. Enjoyed it.
Oh,
I want everybody to be safe this weekend because the storm's coming. I want everybody back here on Tuesday. I got to put a shout out for B&A Engine Works for Santana.
You have not.
She sponsors this. I've got to call her tomorrow to find out when we're going to start filming about, and I'm going to get that filling in. I usually do my stuff on Sunday or Saturday. I'm thinking about putting one out on Wednesday for the video of all the machine work with the big block.
James says, I'll be working on my motor. Off-road says below 25 tonight.
You can keep that.
No,
You can keep that.
you know, but I can remember when we first moved down here from Wisconsin, and everybody was bundled up like, you know, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and I was running around in a t-shirt because I was used to the cold. Growing up, you know, you get used to it. You just kind of get used to it. This one, no, she doesn't get used to it. She's over here wrapped up in a blanket and a hoodie and a
It'd be 90
t-shirt,
degrees if she wrapped up in a
and
blanket.
she has 2 heaters directly behind
They
her.
don't
blowing on her.
work. So, Shuddy, I'm fixing to turn this thing off because I'm done. I'm freaking cold.
Okay, boss has spoken. But B&A Engine Works out of Van Buren, Arkansas. The information is down in the link. If you're going to buy stuff, if you guys are out working on your stuff, if you're buying stuff from Summit, you better be going through my link to help out support the channel. That helps out a bunch. And remember, if you guys want to help also support the channel, buy a t-shirt. We got, Presley designed 2 new ones. Okay. One of them, 2 new ones. They are slick.
They are pretty good.
They are slick.
They are
The
good.
first one is the Uncle Buck's badge on here and on the back. The first one is you know how I always say on my shorts, you know, what have you done for your hot rod today with a big picture of a big block? You know, that one is slick. And the other one is, I'm sorry, I thought of it up and she made it up. It's a picture of a tunnel ram with carbs and it says tunnel rams are life. Like Ted Lasso, football is life. Tunnel rams are life. So check them out. They're awesome and they're really look great. She did a great job. She does stuff with that computer that I couldn't even dream of doing. All right. And Christina's like,
I'm done.
she's done.
Boss is going in.
Okay.
I'm going in.
See you guys next Tuesday and be safe. We appreciate all you guys. Be
Yep.
good. Bye.
Good night. You're about to lose your shirt. Lose your shirt.
I bet